hasta tatha drishti, yatha drishti tatha mana, yatha mana tatha bhava, yatha bhava tatha rasa. This is the Natya Shastra, which roughly translates into where the hands are, the eyes follow. Where the eyes are, the mind follows. Where the mind goes, there is expression. Where there is expression, the mood is evoked. Namaskar, pranam, and hello to all our wonderful audience who have tuned in to watch the 7th episode of Odissi, One World. This platform of Odissi, One World is an effort to bring together Odissi dancers and gurus from all across the globe on one single stage. We hope they all come together to not only showcase their talent, but also to build a bigger and better community. Today we are here with, as usual, our amazing panel of gurus. So let me start by introducing you to our August panel of gurus. I think by now you are quite familiar with all of them. So please welcome Guru Padma Shri Datuk Ramli Ibrahim from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He is trained as an engineer, but has been building his career in the arts for over 40 years. He's a dancer, teacher, choreographer, music composer, painter, theatre director, as well as an ambassador of culture. The Indian government has honored him with Sangeet Natak Academy Award and the Padma Shri for his contribution to Odissi classical dance. The Malaysian government has also honored him with Datuk. Currently, he is the artistic director of the Sutra Dance Theatre and the chairman of the Sutra Foundation in Kuala Lumpur. He travels the world with his entourage, performing in many major cities of different countries. A very, very warm welcome to you, Guruji.
Thank you for having me again.
Guruji, before we start, if I can ask you, till now, you have always performed for a live audience. What is your experience of performing to a virtual audience in the digital space? And what are the things a dancer you think needs to keep in mind while giving a virtual performance?
Well, I think nothing can compare with a live performance. But with this present pandemic situation, we cannot help but still have a connection with online performances, online webinars, and a lot of other things seem to be coming again and again with the advent of new ways of communicating through internet. So I think the digital technology have kind of covered a horizontal way, but I am not convinced that the depth is experienced through the online performances. And I am looking forward to a time when we are back again communicating, where we can go to India, India can come over to Malaysia or any other parts, because I feel that that part of connection, the smell, connection of meeting is maintained. But at the same time, I think certainly the Indian fraternity with Odissi have kept a tremendous communication through tremendous amount of online performances. But I have a lot of talk with many of my friends with regards to what is happening to Odissi to dance with the advent of the easy access. And some do think that there is a devaluation of having so many performances put on the same platform. And well, to a certain extent, there is a certain fatigue. But I am very selective as to what I want to see. And also, I feel that when my dancers are performing, we put a lot of effort into the online product. And it is not just the dance composition now that is in the exposition of the video, but also the editing, the visual direction of the work, the lighting. It's important, it becomes important. So, you know, the competition is great in getting, you know, as many of the dance on the screen, but I think we value good performances as much when we watch them on screen.
Yes, we are all waiting to go back to the theaters and watch the live performances. Nothing can beat that. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Please welcome Guru Sangeeta Das from Puducherry, the erstwhile Pondicherry in India. She has been a prominent Odissi dancer for the past 4 decades and was the most sought after Odissi artist in the 1980s. She received her master's in Odissi from Utkala Sangeeta Mahavidyalaya under the guidance of famous Odissi gurus Devi Prasad Das and Guru Durga Charan Ranbir. She has also acted in several Odia movies. In 2013, Guru Sangeeta received the National Sangeet Natak Academy Award for her contribution to Odissi dance. A very warm welcome to you, Guruji. So, Guruji, if I may ask you, what do you think for an online performance? What are the things a dancer should keep in mind in order to leave an impression on the audience?
As Ramli Bhai told, it cannot be compared with the offline programs, because what energy you get directly from the artist, however you take care of the videos and the quality of the videos, the sound, still it won't be same. But now, keeping the situation in our mind, we have to do. I don't do much of this online programs, actually not. And you can see the screen behind. So I arrange small programs even offline during the pandemic also, to keep the spirit on. So here in my room, I just arrange small programs for the students whenever they learn any new items, and for other programs, other students, new students, they record it. So when we have to do it, we have to take care of the camera, like good quality of video and audio, and it should not be too far. It's all these technical things we have to keep it in our mind, at least to show our best. And somehow I am not used to those things, and it is not my choice. Now we are also planning what to do. Again, the second wave is coming, so again we are planning to have at least this online programs, and this much, like you have to take care of the quality of the videos, and it should, your face should be same. Maximum whatever you can show, whatever you can take care of this performance, quality of performance. And and we actually, frankly speaking, first of all, when this pandemic started, I had a fracture. So I didn't do much of this this online programs also. My students, they have done, and so they have recorded some programs, and we are not very satisfied. So now, if this will be the trend, we have to take care of all this video, audio, lights, plays, everything, and to make our best. Thank you.
I think we're all learning and we're all adapting to this new medium.
Exactly.
Okay. Please welcome Guru Jayashree Mahapatra from USA. She learned Odissi in the 1970s from the legendary Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra and Guru Raghunath Datta at the Kala Vikas Kendra in Cuttack, Odisha. Guru Jayashree has been very dedicated to the cause of spreading Odissi in Montreal, Canada and Boston, USA for the past 3 decades as a teacher and choreographer. Some of her students have also become professional Odissi dancers in the US circuit. Welcome to the show, Guruji.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Guruji, if I can ask you again, same question. For an online performance to be more impactful, what are the things a dancer should keep in mind?
Uh, it's very hard to impact audience through online. First of all, that means why? Because when you are dancing on the stage in live, it's like audience can get connected with you very easily. Online, it's like as both the guru says, like you have to be more expressive. Then again, lights, camera, and the, all abhinayas and even bhangis has to be very perfect.
Mm.
I have noticed, I have been like watching online shows, I'm figuring out more mistakes or more lack of proper postures online than when I watch somebody on live, in live, because some reason it's very eye catching. You can catch very gurus. So, yeah. So for me, it is kind of scary too. Like you have to be really perfect to send your video. And sometime Ramli Bhai did a very good job, when he did that superimposium skills in his videos. That's kind of technique one should know or learn. I'm an old timer, so learning this technology is very hard for me. Of course, my students are helping me a lot um, to do the
Mm.
simple video even. It's difficult. It's totally difficult online, but then again, what one can do. We have to live with this condition, and we have to go online probably. Even teaching online is hard for me. It's difficult. Hard. It's not hard. It's different, I would say. Maybe we're not used to this kind of communication. Thank you.
I think we're all learning, so we'll adapt as we go along. Please welcome Guru Mandira Balkaran Singh from Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. She is a professional dancer, teacher, choreographer, actress, and arts administrator with extensive experience in teaching and performing at the international level. She held academic position at the University of Trinidad and Tobago to teach dance and theatre. She learned Odissi from Padma Shri Guru Mayadhar Raut at the Bharatiya Kala Kendra, New Delhi, and was most prominent and charismatic Odissi dancer in New Delhi in the 1970s before emigrating to the West Indies. A very warm welcome to you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Guruji, if I take a moment and ask you, what do you think are the aspects that a dancer needs that she or he should emphasize on for a better online experience for the audience, especially?
I think it's the same thing that one requires during a performance on stage, but in this case, you are emoting to just a mechanical device. So it is extremely difficult. But of course, the technique is there, your abhinaya, which is part of the technique, is very important, and hours of rehearsal. And also, what is important is to have a pre-recording to see what angles the camera is taking of you, because it's only mostly I've seen is just a straight angle, which unless the dancer's body moves, you can there is really no variation. So one must be prepared for that. And as I said, you have to yes, but the relationship again is so important with the audience. So I think it is double work and double effort to dance virtually or a virtual performance. I think that basically what you asked for, or
Yes,
what?
yes.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
the
I think
tenets and all the tenets are followed as usual, But then again, and also another thing, uh, you get the audience, you can, even though sometimes you may not be able to see the audience, but you can feel the feeling from the audience. The give and take is very, very important also to encourage you to emote even better.
I think you have to develop a relationship with the camera now.
You have to,
rather
yes,
than with the
yes.
live audience.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Not at
Guruji.
all. Not at all.
So we'll now move on to our program. So the first dancer to perform for us is Corinne Leblanc from Paris. Corinne is a French Odissi dancer. She started to learn Odissi in 2011 after discovering YouTube videos of the art form. As a matter of fact, she was at the time learning Sevillana. Sorry, I got it wrong. Sevillana, a folk Spanish dance. In her quest to learn more about the origin of this dance, she searched the internet for hours and letting her curiosity lead her far away from the Spanish arts. She came across Odissi videos which caught her attention and wanted to learn the dance. She's traveled to India to be initiated into the art form and stayed for 1 full year in Konark Natya Mandap in 2012, where she delved into the culture of Odisha. She continued her learning within the Guru Gangadhar Pradhan lineage and also with Rudraksha, the Odissi Dance Academy. Over the past few years, she has been learning from Sangeet Natak awardee Guru Janhavi Behra under the guidance of Padma Shri Guru Aruna Mahanti. She started Tarangini, an Odissi institution in south of France in 2013, and then moved this institution to Paris. Corinne performed Odissi in both the solo and group format in various cities in India, France, and other countries in Europe. She's also doing a PhD in Odissi at Université Paris 8 under the direction of Professor Katya Lizehe. Her subject is about rasa and Odia identity in Odissi dance. With the research team, she's experimenting with Odissi at the Grand Palais and Musée Zimé in Paris. She was part of conferences about rasa in Indian dances, and she published an article dealing with Odissi and sculptures, and another one more specifically about rasa provided by Odissi posture. So, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Corinne Leblanc.
Namaskar.
Gopi Madhura
was truly a wonderful and a very graceful performance. Thank you, Kareem. We greatly appreciate you joining us and performing for us from the beautiful city of Paris. If I may take the opportunity to ask you first, Kareem, you have performed extensively on stage across the world. How easy or difficult was it making the shift from the virtual world? And how does platforms like Oh Odissi One World help you as an artist?
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for inviting me on this platform. I have to say that, I was more used to dance on stage, live performances, and nothing can replace that ever. But still, it's interesting to work on this video format. There is, like all the Guruji said just before we started the program online, we have to organize ourselves in very specific ways. We have to deal with the dance, but not only the dance, all the technological aspect around it. Like I had to find a theater in my city, which was not quite easy in these pandemic times. And I was quite lucky because right now we are back to lockdown here in France, in some parts of France. So I could record it, my program just before that new lockdown. And then I was very lucky too, because in the theater, people were willing to help me with light and music and also the camera. So I was very, very lucky, but maybe it will not be always the case. So I'm just grateful for what is happening, and I take things as they come to me.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the gurus who have seen your performance and now would like to give their own feedbacks about your performance. So we'll start off with Guru Ramli Ibrahim. So Guruji, what would you like to say about Kareem's performance?
No, first of all, I'd like to ask Kareen the relationship she has with Guru Aruna Mohanty, because most of the work was a kind of a dance composition by Guru by Aruna. And there was one case when she mentioned that choreography is by Guru Pankaj Charan and dance composition is by Guru Aruna Mohanty. So what exactly was happening there?
You mean when I was learning the item, or about who composed the item?
Well, yes. You mentioned in your credit the dance choreography. The choreography was by Guru Pankaj Charan. This is more or less the Madhura Astakam, right? Yeah. And the dance composition is by Guru Aruna Mohanty. Oh, what exactly do you mean by that?
I think I was taught the item by Guru Pankaj Charan Das, but through the vision of Aruna Appa. That's it.
Who taught by, you mean Pankaj Charan taught Aruna Mohanty?
I don't know about that genealogy. That I don't know what happened in the past, but when I came to ODA, I was taught the item, and that was I was told that it was through the vision of Aruna Mohanty.
Okay. Oh, I'm still confused because there is not many composition of Guru Pankaj Charan that we are very interested with his composition. So so that's why one of the reasons why I was asking that there are many compositions of say Guru Kalucharan Mahapatra or Debuji, but not that many of them. But I really enjoy your performance. I enjoy the Jagannath work, and also I do enjoy the Abhinaya of the second work. And so I want to congratulate, because you have the figure of a dancer, and I think the exposure to Spanish dance also, the element of I think duende and rasa or taksu in Odissi in Balinese dance is almost similar. You know, the idea of presence, the idea of getting that flavor of feeling from the audience. So congratulations. And for someone who has started from 2011, is that right? I think you have evolved tremendously, and I congratulate you on your wonderful development, and I hope that you continue. And the present studies of rasa is one of the most interesting aspects of Odissi, or Disya aspect of it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Still, I have to translate my PhD because it is currently being written in French. So, but my next work will be to translate that in English. So for sure, I will show you.
Well, some of the best studies of Indology had come from France. So I really think that France has studied and France has also pioneered a lot of work on Indian dance, and we have wonderful French dancers both in Bharatanatyam and now Odissi with you. That's wonderful, and I hope you can spread Odissi in whole of France.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guruji. And now let's move to Sangeeta, Guru Sangeeta Das. What would you like to say about her performance?
I liked your performance, and what I like most is your involvement, your love for the dance, and your hard work. It was singing. But I felt that because you have a very good figure and you're quite tall, I think so. I think I'm right. And sometimes I felt that you should sit a little more and maybe a little more bending somewhere, because you know, when you are very tall, you have to sit a little more, like in choka. That's a painful thing, but then it will look very beautiful. So this much I want to tell you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guruji. Guru Jayashree Mahapatra, your feedback on her performance.
Hi, Karin. Welcome to Odissi group. I'm so glad you are promoting Odissi in France, and so very proud of you. Keep up the good work. Both Ashtakam was very nice. Jagannath Ashtakam, I always loved it. And I got to see that one again with you. Very well presented. So keep up the good work. Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guruji. Guru Mandira, what would you say about her performance?
I enjoyed it very much. Wonderful. I can't believe she's only dancing for 10 years plus, you know, and classical dance. But because of her background of dance, it has helped her a lot. Her items were expressive, beautiful, and may she continue in this way and continue to spread Odissi. You know, I've always wondered this thing about being tall or being short, if you have to sit more. But I think the proportion is important, you know. So sometimes some of the shorter girls in my class feel they don't have to bend more. But I'm not too sure exactly what it is. But I think even though you're tall, the proportion between the floor and your body has to be in proportion, as I said. And continue the good work, and wonderful to see you and spread the Odissi art form.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guruji. I hope with this feedback, Karin will be motivated to contribute more to the world of Odissi. We wish you the very best in all your future endeavors, Karin. The dancer who's going to perform for us next is Karishma Ahuja from Chennai, India. Karishma is trained in Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra's style of Odissi dance. She is presently undergoing advanced training in Odissi under the guidance of Guru Ratikant Mahapatra and Guru Rajashri Praharaj. She has also trained under the guidance of Guru Sharmila Mukherjee. She has performed at various dance festivals, private, corporate, and public events across India, both as part of group presentations and also as a solo artist. In 2017, Karishma was conferred with the Nritya Kanaka Prabha Samman at the International Indian Classical Dance and Music Festival, Bangalore, and the Kalamani Award in 2019 by the Husur Natyanjali Foundation. She freelances as a performing artist and Odissi dance instructor. She has established the Kadambari School of Odissi Dance, which imparts quality training in this dance form. The school has branches in Bangalore and Chennai. She also organizes the annual Indian Classical Dance and Music Festival, Kadambari Utsav, that provides a platform for upcoming artists. She has performed solo at prestigious platforms such as Karur Natyanjali and Taj Mahotsav, and group performances at Surya Dance Festival, National Classical Dance Festival, and many, many more. In 2020, she was invited to be part of Atal Kavya Kala Narthan, a national level dance production based on poetries of Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, which was premiered on Doordarshan, the national television channel of India. As a performer, Karishma has been very appreciative of her grace, poise, and mesmerizing stage performance. Karishma is an MBA in HR and had worked in the corporate world as an HR professional for 8 years before she stepped into the world of dance. She is also a certified yoga instructor. She firmly believes that dance heals and intends to use it as a medium to touch lives. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Karishma Ahuja.
Mare sa, शन्ते वासन्ति कुसुमसुकुमारे रवयवै भ्रमन्ति कान्तारे बहुविहित आमन्दं कन्दारप ज्वरजनित चिन्ता कुलतया आमन्दं कन्दारप ज्वरजनित चिन्ता कुलतया सरसमिदमुचे सहचरी
Thank you, Karishma, for a beautiful and elegant performance. We really appreciate you joining us from Chennai and performing for us in spite of your busy schedule. If I may ask you, Karishma, you too have performed on many platforms. How different is it performing online? And what special care do you have to take online?
Ma'am, to be very honest, I have not taken up many shows to perform online because obviously as an artist, I prefer performing.
So how was it performing here on Odissi One World?
It was beautiful, and actually I've done a few online programs, but there have been home concerts in my living room. So it was very awkward to begin with, to dance before a camera in an empty living room. So this time I actually made sure that I hired a space, and I felt involved as an artist, and presenting a performance to a virtual audience. So yeah, but it's very different. I mean, I just hope we come to a level where we're able to perform freely, move freely, and the best part is the post-performance interaction you have with the audience. I really miss that. Thankfully,
I think we all do.
Yeah, I mean, here we get to interact with all of you, which is a blessing. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, you're most welcome. Now let's move on to the Gurujis who have seen your performance and would like to say a few words about it. So again, let's start with Ramli Bhai. What would you like to say about Karishma's performance?
Well, I think Karishma has a very neat technique, and I like both items. I like the Lalita Labangalata, and I mean, I think Bangalore. I presume she's based in Bangalore and also in Chennai. These are very, very strong dance centers, and therefore just having to be around with so many good dancers, one has to be also in tune with whatever one does in dance. And I'm glad that Karishma has hired a space. It is obviously that has done her well, and it was very clear, and that her dance became the focus with good lighting and all that. And I really enjoyed, and I thought, sure, Ratikanji must have also taught her, but Rajeshri must have cleaned her very well, because I know that she's very particular about those techniques. And I thought, she is on the way to become that more exposure into this, to free herself much more, because no longer would she need to be to feel that she has to be totally ensconced with the technique. So she has to let go, and as I always say, take more risks. And I think Bichi and I will always prefer that dancers take more risks. And I value that divine madness in a dancer, and I too want to instigate that in all dancers, so that the various hues of rasa can be further invoked in their dance.
Okay.
But I must say, Lalita, it's very difficult to establish Odissi in Chennai. So if she's trying to do that, I wish her all the best, because Chennai is such a Bharatanatyam place that for a long time, because I had watched even Ramani Ranjan trying to establish Odissi, and I actually have seen Malavika Sarukai perform Odissi a long time ago. But though there are a lot of Odissi performances even in Madras Music Academy, but there are very little Odissi class in Chennai. So, but much more in Bangalore, of course. And Sharmila Mukherjee was there, and Madhulita, and all that was in Bangalore. But in Chennai, there are not many, and this can be testified by Sangeeta. That it's difficult, because the Bharatanatyam is very strong in Chennai. So all the best, Karishma. Go on and get the Madras audience to come to your class.
Thank you so much, Ramli Bhai. Guru Sangeeta Das, what would you like to say about Karishma's performance?
Karishma, congratulations. Actually, I saw your performance for the first time, I think. And what I found, as Ramli Bhai told, it was very neat, and the aesthetic was there, and the body postures and the steps, like the perfection was there, and you're very well trained by your guru. It was very, very neat performance, and very smooth going performance. even the Meg, like I like that one, and Lalita Lamangalata, of course, it's religious competition. It's a great competition, and you did it really very well. And again, congratulations and all my blessings.
Thank you, Guruji. Guru Mandira, your views on Karishma's performance.
Karishma was wonderful. Her bhangis were well defined, and Lalita Lavanga was expressed well, with all her great gurus behind her and encouraging her. She added her own spark, her own persona into the dance. I liked both the dances, and as the gurus mentioned, Chennai is a difficult location, but just keep trying, and you are so involved in yoga and so many other cultural aspects, and all that is going to combine and help you out. So congrats and continue dancing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guruji. Guru Jayashree Mahapatra ji, what would you like to say about Karishma's performance?
Karishma, I really enjoyed your both dances, Meg Pallavi and Lalita Lamangalata. Very well educated. And only I think I felt that maybe other gurus maybe agree with me. Lighting was little bit less, or was my eyes? I don't know. But I felt that it's not a complaint. I just like take care of it. You know, right? I felt a little bit. That's what we are talking about, right? When you do online, like Ramliji said, or Sangeeta said that, Guru Sangeeta said that you have to be technically very good with that light and sound and all other creativity. So that's the difficult part, but dance was beautiful, very beautiful. I wish little more light would have been put you more in gorgeously fabricated to the audience, but I'm good luck, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guruji. Karishma, I'm sure the applause and the feedback which you have received today will help you in a long way in your professional dance career. We wish you the very best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you to all of you for the wonderful opportunity. I'm humbled and I feel really blessed. Thank you so much.
So with this, we come to the end of today's program. Two beautiful performances by two wonderfully creative artists. I'm sure you all enjoyed watching them as much as they enjoyed performing for you. Oh, Odissi, One World will come to you every month with new sets of artists from different parts of the globe. Please do tune in on the first Sunday of every month. The performers for our next month program are Kamala Klebanova from Hamburg, Germany, and Anastasia Evstignieva from Moscow, Russia. I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also would request you to give us your feedback and do like the video and write in with your comments and questions. And please visit our website, odisseacademy.org. Thank you all, our gurus, our dancers, and our lovely online audience. Till we meet again next month, Namaskar and Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.